Right.
The 5th unit, the first topic is about algorithms. Anyway, in the today's class, I am not going to discuss algorithms. Later, we will discuss about algorithms and the next topic, the basic concept of order of complexity through example programs. This topic also we will discuss later. Before that, I want to discuss some important topics, some important programs. Yes. Searching methods. First, we are going to discuss and sorting methods. So in searching methods, we have two searching methods. The first one is a linear search and the second one is a binary search. And we are going to discuss some sorting methods also we have. In sorting methods, we are going to discuss three topics, three sorting methods we are going to discuss. So now we start with searching method. Before discussing about searching methods, we have to know what is searching. See here, what is searching? Searching is a process of finding a given value position, in a list of values, For example, you see, these are the list of values: 10, 50, 30, 70, 80, 60, 20, 90, 40. You consider all these 10 to 40 elements as the list of elements. So the list of elements are stored in the array of integers. One array of integer variable we create. In that, we are going to store all these list of elements. The first element index is starts with 0, AR of 0, AR of 1 element, AR of 2 elements. So this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 8 are indexes, array indexes. And AR of 0 index value is 10, AR of 1 index value is 50. Like that, to represent array of elements, we are using the integer array here. So in given values from 10 to 40, the value we are going to find out, the key value is the 20. So that 20, we are going to search that 20 against these values. So first we will pick one value from the array, which is at index 0. So 10 will come. The 10 we will compare with the 20, whether this 20 and 10 are matching. Then we are going with the next value, 20 and 50 are matching or what. Is 20 equal to 30 or not? Is 20 equal to 70 or not? Is 20 equal to 80 or not? And 20 equal to 60 or not? Or 20 equal to 20? Yes, 20 equal to 20. Then we will use one printf statement. Element is found at index number 6. And we will come out of the program. So what we are doing, we are finding we are doing some process of finding the value of 10, 20 in a given set of elements. The given set of elements are 10 to 40. All these are set of elements. Against these elements, we are searching 20 against all these elements. So what is searching? Searching is a process of finding a given value position, finding this value 20 in a list of values. List of values means all these are a list of values. And when you're searching, it decides whether a search key is present in the data or not. When you're searching in this particular set of values, finally we will find out whether 20 is present in the list of values or not. 20 means we said key. Whether the key value 20 is present in the set of values or not, we are going to find out. When you're searching each element with 20 key value, after searching, after comparing with the first one, second element, third element, and fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, at the seventh position, that means at the sixth index value, we found 20. Here, 20 is there. So no need to search further. Here only we will stop the searching process whenever the element is found. That is about searching. And what about linear search? Linear search is a sequential search. The name itself indicating linear. Linear means sequentially. So whenever you are performing linear search, in a linear search, sequentially checks each element of the list. So here also we followed same sequential search. So one after the other we are searching. 20 we are comparing with 10, and next immediate element. So sequentially we are comparing whether the key value 20 is equal to the list of values or not. So sequentially we are comparing one after the other. Finally we found key value at index position 6. So we print the same thing and we will close the program. So that is about a linear search, and this process will repeat until it finds an element that matches with the key value. Whenever the key value is matched with the set of one of the value in the set of values, then the process will stop, the linear search will stop, and then we will go to the end of the program. And here we have taken one example. For example, an array consists of 5 elements. So he said 5 elements, but we have more than 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 elements we have here. So consider there are 9 elements and the key value is 20. Then we have to compare that key value 20 with each value in the array. First we will compare with 10, next 50, 30, 70, 80, 60 and 20. Whenever you found that value, key value and the element is matched, then element is found, print the same thing that the element is found at index position 6 and exit 0, come out of the program. So this sequential, this linear search we are going to perform. So here you have to know one thing, that the key value will be given. That key value we have to find out in the array list. And when you are searching against the list, the array elements need not to be in a sorted order. That means this array element need not to be in ascending order or descending order. It can follow any order. There is no restriction that whenever you are performing a linear search, the elements, array elements or set of elements must be in a order. There is no restriction like that. It should be in any order. It can be in any order. So there is a one example program. For that, we are going to open a Turbo C and we will find out the whether the program is working or not. Open Turbo C. Go to File menu, New, maximize it, Alt F, save with the name linear search.c, linear.c, and start with the void main. Get ch you write down and come to the declaration part. What you require to store list of values, one integer array I need, so that I represent with AR. So maximum number of elements I can take 10. Even though you can the maximum capacity of array is 10 elements, but I am not going to take 10 elements, and I am taking sometimes 5 elements, sometimes I will store 6 elements, 7 elements. So that number of elements is represented with n. After the array is the list of elements you are going to store into the array, and how many elements you are going to store into that AR array can be represented with n. Then you will use one for loop and you will repeat the for loop for n times. For example, n is 8, then you will repeat the n value for 8 times. If it contains 9 elements you are going to store, then 9 will be n will be 9. Then the for loop you are going to repeat for 9 times. So for repetition of the for loop, inside for loop you are taking one I variable for repetitions. And after entering the elements into the AR array, elements are ready and we have to find out the one key value. So we have to know the key value also. So this key value will be also entered by user, and whenever you know the key value and the list of elements, then we have to search this key is present in the these 10 elements or 9 elements, or whether it is present in the given elements or not, we have to find out. So these many variables are enough, and after declaration write down CLR SCR. First to start the searching process, to start the linear search process, we have to know how many number of elements we are going to enter. So ask the user printf enter number of elements. How many number of elements the user wants to store. That elements number of element we are asking the user. Whenever user is entering that the number of elements I am going to enter 9 or 10, that number we are going to capture with scanf percentile d. For example, user entered the earlier we said in the example there are almost 9 elements are there. So user will enter number of elements are 9, that you capture with the scanf and store it into the address of n. Now n means 9 elements. You know how many elements you are going to enter into the AR array. Then repeat the for loop. Repeat the for loop for 9 times, starting with I equal to 0, and I must be less than the n. So 0 to less than 9 means 0 to 8, totally 9 iterations. So 9 elements we are going to capture. I plus plus. Whenever the user is entering, just write down one printf statement and ask him to enter elements. Enter how many elements? He only said he is going to enter 9 elements here. So ask the 9 elements. The number of elements are 9. He only said user only entered 9. So immediately you ask the user to enter the percentile d elements. That means 9 elements. That percentile d will be replaced with n. So what will be printed on the monitor? Enter number of elements. He will enter 9, so that immediately ask him to enter 9 elements, so that he will keep on entering one element for each repetition of the for loop. So 0 to 8 total we are going to read the 9 elements. So for first iteration of the for loop, the first element is captured and stored into the address of AR of I. And second iteration, second element is captured and stored into address of AR of 1. For last iteration, the last element is captured and stored into the address of AR of 8. And whenever the I variable is incremented from 8 to 9, 9 less than 9 condition is false. So by that time, 0 to 8, totally 9 repetitions. For each repetition, one value is captured with scanf, and we are storing into respective indexes, starting with AR of 0 to AR of 8. All 9 elements are entered and stored into AR array. Now elements also ready. Then we have to know which key we have to find in the 9 elements. So we have 9 elements in the array. 9 elements. So set of elements are 9, and immediately we have to ask the user to enter key value. That key value, whether it is present in the 9 set of elements or not, we have to search. For that, first we have to know the key, then immediately ask the user printf enter key value, key to search. Enter key to search. Whenever user is entering key value, you capture again with the scanf function percentile d and store it into the address of key. Now you know you already have the set of elements in the array. 9 elements are ready, and in the 9 elements we have to find out whether the key is also entered by user only. For example, key value is 20. Whether that 20 key value is present in the 9 elements present in the AR or not, we have to search. For that, every time I want to read one element, starting with index 0, I will take one element from AR array. First time I will take first element and I will compare with the key, whether the key is equal to the first element in the array or not. The first element is represented with 0. And if it is a key and AR of array first elements are both are equal, then I will print the element is found, and I don't want to search further because already element is found at index 1 only. First element only matching with key element. Then no need to go further and searching. Immediately you exit from the program. Or otherwise, you retrieve the second element 1 and compare with the key whether these two elements are matching or what. If these are matching, you print the element is found at index AR of 1, or you can print the element is found and you can stop the program. If it is not found at AR of one element at this index, then you go for a next index value, third element, then search with the key value again, whether this value, key value is equal to AR of 2 or what. Like that, the key value is compared with each and every element in the array sequentially. So here we have to start with 0 element, first element, and end at 8th one. So we start with 0. The key is searched with each and every element in the array. Now, instead of you changing the 0 and 8, use the for loop here. That for loop will run from 0 and less than n. So 0 to 8. And I plus plus. Every time, instead of you writing 0, 1, 2, 3, you write down I variable here. And we are comparing, so that write it in the if condition. Write it in the if condition. If the element is found, you print that if the key value and that element index are matching, then you print that the element is found. Element is found at index percentile D. For example, that index position is represented with I, because whenever I variable is equal to 0, here index is AR of 0, AR of 1, AR of 2, AR of 3. So 0 index. So whenever the element is found at 0 index, what we are printing here, element is found at index 0. Or you can write down index is fine. You write down at index 0. Or if you write about position, element is found at position, then when element is found at the key value 20 is equal to AR of 0 element, starting element is matched with the key element, then you can compare here and the condition is true, then you go into the printf statement and you are printing element is found at the position 0, because the whenever I variable equal to 0, you compare it with AR of 0 element. So the element is found at 0 index, that is represented with I, and I variable is replaced with percentile D. Then element is found at position 0. There is no 0 position. We start with the position 1. So here you add +1 to the that particular I variable. So 0 plus 1, 1. Now you read totally, element is found at position 1. So if the element is found, you will come inside the if condition and you will print element is found. After element is found, there is no need to search further. You simply exit from the program by writing exit 0 function. If the element is not found, then what will happen? If the element is not found, then if condition is not true, then exit 0 function is not executed. You will come out of the for loop after I variable is 9. When you come out of the loop here, that means the none of the values are matched with the key. Then you print out here printf element is not found. Like that you can print. Then next get ch and program will be terminated. Program will be terminated. Here I am taking the index values and the array elements also I am considering. Here you can see we are going to take the values. The index positions are, here we are going to search the key value. Key value is what? Key value is 20. Key value is 20. Then this number of elements, how many number of elements we are going to enter are represented with n. Earlier we captured with n value. And we asked the user to enter n elements. That means 9 elements. Whenever user is entering 9 elements, we captured 9 elements with one scanf. And then we are entering 10, 50, 30, 70, 80, 60, 20 and 90 and 40. These elements we entered into the array, these 9 elements. And index positions are starting with 0 to 8. So after entering the elements, after entering the 9 elements into the AR, immediately we asked the user to enter one key value. That key value we have to search against this set of values. Whether that key is present in these values, in these 9 values or not, we have to check. So key value we entered is 20. Now we are performing the linear search logic here. What is this logic? Linear search. Linear search. So linear search logic is this one. So every time we are taking one element from the AR of array elements. So first time whenever the I variable is 0, we are considering AR of I. That means AR of 0 elements. What is the AR of 0 element? 10. And we are comparing with the 20. What is key value? 20. Is the 20 equal to the AR of 0 index? First time the I variable is 0. First time the I variable is 0 here. Then AR of 0 element is what? 10. Is the 20 equal to 10? False. Then this if condition is not executed, then again we will go for the for loop for the next iteration. Then the I variable is incremented from 0 to 1. Then we are considering AR of 1. AR of 1 element is 50. Then key element is again compared with 50. Is the 20 equal to 50? No. Again this total if block is terminated. Total if block is terminated. Again we go for the for loop for next iteration. Here from 1 to 2 it will increment I variable. Then again we go into the for loop, and now we are comparing key value with AR of 2. What is the AR of 2 value? What is the value at AR of 2 index? 30. The key value 20 is compared with now 30. 20 equal to 30? No. Again this total if block is skipped. We will go for the next iteration. Then I variable will increment from 2 to 3. Then we compare, we again go into the for loop, and we are considering AR of 3 index value. What is AR of 3 index value? 70. Then key value is compared with 70. Now you compare 20 is equal to 70? No. Again, we will go for the next iteration by skipping the if condition. It will increment from 3 to 4. Then we are considering AR of 4th index element, which is 80. Is that 20 key value and 80 is matching? No. So 20 is not equal to 80. This condition is false. And again, we skip the if condition and go to the next iteration of the for loop. For loop variable will increment from 4 to 5. Now you will consider AR of 5. When I variable value is 5, here AR of I means AR of 5. So AR of 5th index is what? 60. You compare that key value 20 with 60. Is the 20 equal to 60? No, condition is false. This total if condition is skipped. Then we will go for the next iteration of the for loop. So I variable is incrementing from 5 to 6. Now AR of 6 means what is the value at AR of 6th index? 20. Is this key value and AR of sixth index value is matching? Yes, 20 and 20 are matching. Condition is true. And in the output section on the monitor, what is printed? Element is found at position I plus 1. I plus 1. What is the current value of I? 6. 6 plus 1, what? 7. So at the 7th position, we found. So first position, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position, sixth position, and 7th position. At the 7th position, we found the key value. So that means the given key value is found at 7th position in the set of elements. Like that, we will print immediately exit 0 function will execute, and we will immediately stop the process, because after finding the element, there is no requirement of searching further. If the element is not found, for loop will terminate when I variable is equal to 9. 9 less than 9 false, then total for loop is skipped without executing this exit 0 function. Then what will be executed? Printf element is not found. Because of that reason, because of the no element is matched with key, we are not executing these statements and directly coming to this one and printing no element is found. If the element is found, then this statement will execute, immediately exit 0 will execute, here to here only the program will be terminated. Controller won't come to this particular statement. So controller is coming to this particular statement means the element is not found. So in this particular example, the element is matched when the I variable is 6. AR of sixth element is 20. The 20 is matching with key. 20 and 20 are matching. Condition is true. Printing on the monitor, element is found, and we are terminating the program by exit 0 function. So this is about linear search. Searching the key value sequentially against the list of values. These are the list of values, 10, 50, and all these are list of values. We are searching sequentially. First with 10, next sequentially 50, next with 30, 70, 80, 20, 60, and 20. Whenever the key value is matching here with 20, we are printing element is found and stopping the searching process here only, and we are not proceeding further for searching. So once try to execute this one, remove all this unwanted code. Alt F9, Control F9. How many elements you want to enter? 9 elements I am going to enter. What are the elements? The elements are 10, 50, 30, 70, 80, 60, 20, 90, and 40. So these are the elements. Next, he is also asking the against set of values, which element you are going to search. That key element you have to enter. The key element is 20. Now the element is found at position 7. You can see the element is found at position 7. You can observe earlier we already said the element is found at position 7. So the program is working. Now we are going to talk about the binary search. The name itself is representing binary. That means we are going to divide the search process into half every time. So that what is that dividing into 2, you will come to know whenever we are discussing the binary search explanation. So first you come with the definition. What is binary search? Binary search is used to find an element in sorted array. If the array is not sorted, you must sort it using the sorting technique. If the element to search is present in the list, then we will print its location. The program assumes that the input members are not in ascending order. So what we are talking about? We are talking about binary search. In binary search, the element we are going to find out against the list of elements. And before starting the binary search, we must remember that the elements must be the set of elements, the array of elements must be in sorting order, any order, so ascending order and descending order, but in this particular program we are considering ascending order. So these two things we have to remember. When we are performing binary search, you must sort the elements first in ascending order or descending order. Then, according to the binary search technique, we will search the element, and whenever the element is found, then we will print that in so and so location it is found, and we will stop the binary search. Before starting the binary search, in this method, the given sorted list of n elements will be divided into three parts. First, we have to assume these three things. The first index must be considered as 0. The first index position 0. For example, the set of elements are starting from 2, 5, 8, 12, 16, 23, 38, 56, 72 and 91. These are the set of elements or the array of elements, and the array indexes are AR of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. So these are the array indexes and these are the array elements. Totally we have 10 elements here. All are in the ascending order, already sorted. What is the condition? To perform the binary search, the elements must be in a sorting order. So elements are already in a sorting order. Which sorting order? Ascending order. And before starting the binary search, we must consider these three things. First one, the low position is considered as the starting index of the array. So that the 0 index position is considered as low. And what is considered as high? The n minus 1. That means if the number of elements are 10, then n minus 1, that means 9. The last index position of an array is considered as high. After considering the low as 0 first index value and high as the last index value of the array, then by using the low and high, we will consider or we will calculate mid. How to calculate mid? Low plus high by 2 if you do, then you will get mid position. After calculating low, high and mid, then we are going to start the binary search. You see, second point, the key value is compared with the middle value. If the element is found at that middle position, then we will print that the element is found and we will stop the binary search. For example, here you see we assumed low position as 0 and high position is 9. When you calculate the mid value, 0 plus 9 by 2, low plus high by 2, you will get what is the result? 4.5. Then we are rounding off to 4. You will get 0 plus 9 by 2, then you are going to get 4.5, but we are considering 4 only. Then you got mid value as 4. When you know the mid value, the key element 23, here what is the key element? 23. This element we have to search in the whether this key value is present in this particular 10 elements or not. Like that we have to search. If it is present in the set of 10 elements, in which position it is there, like that also we have to print on the monitor. So these are the set of values, and this is the 23 is the key value we have to search using the binary search. So mid value is calculated. After calculating the mid value, what will happen? We compare the key value 23 is present at mid value or not. If it is present at mid value, then we will print that at so and so location the element is found and we will stop the process. If it is not present at mid value at 4, then what we are going to do? Here read the next point. If it is does not match with the required element, it must be either left half of or right half of the middle. What he said? If the element 23 is not present at mid position, then it must be the element must be present at the left side of the element or right side. It is true. If it is not present here, it may be left side or right side. Then you read the fourth point. If the key is less than the middle value, the key value is searched left side. If the key value is right side, then we will search in the right side position. If it is not present at mid value, then it may be left side or right side. But how you know it is left side or right side? Then we will compare. Is that 23 is less than the 16? If it is less than the 16, then the 20 that key value must be present left side of the left side of the that particular middle element. Then no need to search the right side elements. Then we have to adjust the high position to the left side. Then what will happen? If it is present to the left side, we have to adjust the high position mid minus 1. Mid minus 1. That means the h will come to the here. Mid minus 1 means 4 minus 1, h will come here. But 23 is greater than 16. That means the key value 23 is present right side. Then no need to search left side. Then adjust the low position. How to adjust the low position? If the key value is greater than the mid value, adjust the position low position to the mid plus 1. That means m plus 1. That means 4 plus 1, 5. So low position will come here. Low position will become 5. No need to search the left side of the middle, that mid element. Then again, you know the low value is 5 and high value is 9, and we have to calculate mid position again. Then 5 plus 9, what is the value? 14. 14 by 2, then you will get the mid value as 7. Then again you repeat comparing with the middle element. After adjusting the high and mid positions, high and low positions according to the greater than or less than condition, then immediately we have to repeat the same procedure starting from the second point. Calculate mid again and then compare the element with mid element. Now again you compare, is the 23 is equal to 56 mid element? No. If it is equal to mid element 56, then we have to print that the element is found at mid position and the stop the binary search. If it is not present here, the element must be left side or right side. How to know left side or right side? You compare, is that 23 is greater than 56? No. Then you should not search to the right side of the mid element. Then again you compare, is that 23 key element is less than the 56? Yes. Then the element must be present left side of the middle element. Then no need to search this part. Then adjust the high position here. Then how to adjust? If the key value is less than the mid element, adjust the position. The high position is equal to m minus 1, mid position minus 1. Here you see the high position is equal to mid minus 1. 7 minus 1, 6. So the high position is adjusted here to 6. And you know the low value and high value. By using the low and high, again we have to find out mid position. 5 plus 6, 11 by 2, you will get 5.5, but we will round it off to 5. Then mid element is 5 and low is 5, mid element is 5 and high element is 6. After calculating mid element, again go to the that key element. Is the 23 is equal to mid element 5? Yes. That mid element is equal to that key element 23. then you print that the element is found, key element is found at index position 5, and stop the binary search. And why we are calling binary search? Because in every step we are dividing the elements into two offs. That means 2. Binary means 2. Then we will start one simple program. In this program, you have to remember that we need to have the array of elements, and how many elements you are going to is represented with n. And for repetitions, we need to know some, we have to create some for loop variables. Then to calculate low and high and mid, we need to have low, high and mid variables also. And to find out the value, we have to know what is the key value. For that, you have to create key value also. And before entering, we have to know number of elements that is captured with n. When you know n, ask the user to enter n elements. Whenever user is entering the n elements, you capture all the elements and store it into array. After entering the array elements, immediately we have to know what is the key element. Ask the user to enter key element, then he will enter some key element. Then you start the bubble, the what we can say binary search, not bubble sort, binary search. Then before starting the binary search, we have to assume three things. First one, low index will be 0, high index will be, the high value will be n minus 1. For example, if number of elements are 10, 10 minus 1, the high value will be 9. When you know the 0, low position as 0 and high position is 9, by using those numbers, we have to calculate the mid element first. How to calculate? Mid equal to low plus high by 2. And when you know the mid value, every time 3 comparisons are made. First one is that key element is equal to that mid element, AR of mid element. If it is equal, then we will print key element is found, and we are exit 0 function we will use, and we will terminate the searching process. If it is not equal, then we will come here and we will compare one more condition. If it is not equal to, key value is not equal to mid position, then key must be less than or greater than. First we compare with key is less than of AR of mid element. Then if it is lesser, we have to adjust the high position to the mid minus 1. Else if it is greater than the mid element, we have to adjust the low position to the mid plus 1. So after adjusting the high and low positions, we have to again calculate the mid position. Then again we have to compare the key value equal to mid or what. If it is equal, then we have to print and exit. If it is not equal, we have to compare if it is greater or what. According to greater or what, we have to adjust the high and low positions. When you adjust the high and low, again we have to calculate mid and comparisons, calculate mid and comparisons. This is the repeated procedure. What is repeated? Calculating mid and comparing with mid. If it is not equal, then compare if it is less than. If it is less than, adjust high position. If it is greater, adjust low position. Again calculate mid position and again compare. If it is equal, okay. If it is not equal, again compare if it is less than, then adjust the high. If it is greater, adjust the low. According to this, these three steps are repeated. So how to repeat these steps? We have to put it all those repeated statements in the while loop. And in the while loop, we are writing one condition: low is less than or equal to high. When low and high positions are, if the low position is greater than high position, that means all the elements are searched in the list. Until that time, we are going to repeat these statements that we are going to write. If you don't write this statement, this loop will iterate infinite times. So we must write this one. And when we are going to terminate this loop, when low value is become higher than high value, then only this particular while loop will terminate. Until that time, calculating mid and comparing with mid and calculating whether it is less than or greater and adjusting high and low positions, again calculating mid and comparisons. All these things are a repeated process. Every time these are repeated. So all these repeated statements are kept in while loop. So you go to the Turbo C and start the program, save it with the binary search. binary.c, you start with the void main, get ch. First we have to create the array of elements, set of elements we have to create. The set of elements are created by using integer array. The maximum capacity is 10. And even though array capacity is 10, we only enter n number of elements, that is represented with n. And after entering the n elements, we are going to read the n elements by using the for loop. For that for loop variable I. And after entering the elements into the AR array, we have to know the key value. Then only we are going to search that key value against this list of elements stored in the AR array. When you are doing the binary search, we are considering 3 elements, low, mid and high. For that we have to create 3 variables. First one is for low and the second one is for the high to represent the last index position. And when you know low and high, we are going to calculate mid by using low and high. So these many variables are sufficient. After declaring all the variables, write down CLR SCR and first ask the user to enter how many elements he is going to enter, how many set of elements he wants to enter into the AR array. Enter number of elements. Whenever user is entering number of elements, here how many elements we considered? We considered 10 elements. So whenever user is entering 10, you store that value into the address of n. Now n value is 10. That means user wanted to enter 10 elements into the AR array. Then ask the user to enter those 10 elements. Printf enter %d elements. Percentile d is replaced with n. What is n? 10. So what is replaced here? 10. Totally you read now, enter 10 elements. Whenever user is entering 10 elements, you capture 10 elements with 10 repetitions of for loop. I equal to 0 and I must be less than the number of elements n and I plus plus. So 0 to 8, 0 to 9, that means 10 repetitions. For each repetition, execute the scanf function and capture the one integer element for each repetition. 10 times 10 repetitions, 10 elements are stored into AR of 10 indexes, starting with the address of 0 to AR of 0 to AR of 9. 10 elements are captured and 10 elements are stored into AR array respectively. So with these statements, we can capture 10 elements and store it into the 10 index positions of AR array. Now elements are ready. Then we have to know what is the key element we have to search in that 10 elements. So ask the user to enter key element. That key element only we have to find whether it is present in the that earlier 10 elements or what. Enter key element. Whenever user is entering key element, capture that key element with scanf function. %d, store that key element into address of key. Address of key. Now, before starting that key element in the list of 10 elements using the binary search, we have to assume 3 things. First one, I'm considering the low position as 0 and a high position as n minus 1, the last index. Then I'm going to calculate midpoint by using low plus high by 2. Low plus high by 2. After calculating low plus high by 2, you will know the midpoint. When you know the midpoint, then you search that whether the key value, if the key value is equal to the AR of mid value or what. If it is equal to mid value, then immediately you print that printf the element is found at the position mid. Found at what? Percentile D. At what position it is found? It is found at mid position. Mid. So that mid position we are going to replace in the place of percentile. When it is matched with mid element, you print that element is found at so and so mid position and use exit 0 function and terminate the binary search, because when you found the element, no need to search and again and again. If the element is not found at the mid position, then it may present left side or right side to the mid. How to know left side or right side? Else if the key value is greater than, if the key value is greater than or less than the AR of mid element, if key value is what? Less than the mid element, then what will happen? The element is right side or left side? Left side. If the key element is greater than mid element, then key element will present right side of the mid position. But if this condition is true, key is less than the AR of mid, that means key value is present left side, then no need to search the right side. Then adjust the high position to mid minus 1. No need to search the right side part. Then adjust the high position to mid minus 1. Else, that means if it is not less than, then you will come to the else. If you come to the else part, that means the key value is greater than mid. When it is greater than mid, the key is present right side of the mid position. No need to search the left side. Then adjust the low position to mid plus 1. After adjusting high and low, again you go and calculate this mid and high, then comparison and else if and else. And if it is not present, then again calculate mid. Again same procedure is repeated. Again mid is calculated. If it is not present, again high and low are adjusted, and again we have to calculate mid position. Again searching and again adjusting if it is not found, and again calculating mid. All these steps are repeated until the elements are found. But how to repeat this set of statement? How to repeat all these statements until the element is found? Use the while loop, because how many iterations it will have we don't know. But when you write while loop, these set of statements are repeated infinite times, but we must stop at certain time when an element is found or all the elements are completed from the array. For that I am writing condition low is less than or equal to high position. If low is equal to high, then also you can compare. If low is less than high also, you can repeat the statement. Whenever low will become higher than the high, that means all the elements are searched from the array. Then when all the elements are completed searching, if the element is not found, then no need to iterate this statement. Then this particular while loop will stop. Until that time, calculating mid and comparing key value with mid. If it is present, print and exit. If it is not present, you compare the key value with array, whether it is greater or less than. If it is less than, adjust to the high position. If it is less than, adjust to the low position. And after adjusting high and low, again calculate mid, compare the key with mid. If it is present, if it is matched, print that element is found and stop the procedure with exit 0. If it is not present, again you compare if it is less than or what. If it is less than, adjust high. If it is greater than, adjust low. And again you calculate the mid according to low and high. Again same procedure is repeated until the element is found at mid position or the condition is false. Right. When you come out of the while loop, that means the element is not found. You print that. Same thing here you can print, because when you come out of the while loop, that means when you will come out of the while loop, after a successful searching of the total elements only, you will come out. That means element is not found. If the element is found, this particular statements are executed and exit 0 function will execute, and here only controller, that program will terminate. Controller won't come to the outside of the loop. The controller is coming outside of the loop, and the statement controller is here means the exit 0 function is not executed. When it is not executed, element is not found, and print the same thing. The element is not found, and press Alt F9 and Control F9. Enter number of elements. The number of elements are 10. The first element is 2. Second element is 5, 8, 12, 16, 23, 38, 56, 72, and the last element is 91. Totally 10 elements are entered into the array. Now we want to enter key value. That key value we will search in the list, the set of 10 elements using the binary search. What is the key value? We are going to enter the key value as 23. Then press the enter. Go back and see the result. The element found at position 5. Isn't it? Earlier we are already seen the element is found at the position 5. Come back and see. Earlier example only we have taken. Earlier values only we have taken. Go to the material. Here you see where the element is found. Element is found at index 5. Same thing we are printing on the program. With this, the important two programs, linear search and binary search, are completed.